Today's Samsin Dao talk on meditation is joined with meditation Dharma teacher Won-gun and two practitioners, Jeung-yeon and Jang Won-mo. Hello. Today, we've invited these two practitioners. Could you please introduce yourself? Hello, my name is Jeung-yeon and I'm working at the Jeung San Do headquarters. Hello, my name is Jang Won-mo and I'm from Incheon Juan-dojang. I heard that both of you have been practicing the Samsin meditation for attaining immortality for a long time, practitioner Ms. Park. So can you please tell us how you practice the ritual for receiving the strings of light? Yes. During the ritual, I try to stay calm and respectful in front of the altar of Sangjinim. I gently closed my eyes and prayed and imagined that Sangjinim reached his holy hand toward me. Then, surprisingly, I could really feel Sangjinim's holy hand gently holding my hand. So I pulled the string of light, the string of spirit from the holy hand, and wound it on my left thumb. And right after, I was given another string of light from the Holy Spirit of great emptiness. And I first thoroughly read the instruction of the ritual before I started the ritual. Then I prayed while visualizing the holy hand of Sangjinim. I prayed, Sangjinim, please grant me the string of spirit from your left hand. And then I really could see the holy hand with my spiritual eye. The holy hand seemed so elastic and reaching for me. So I unthreaded the string of light from the holy hand of Sangjinim and wound it on my left thumb 3 times. And I did pretty much the same thing for the string of soul from the Holy Spirit of great emptiness. And I could see those strings of light. Those strings of light was about 2 millimeters and they were extending further to my head, a glowing white color. So I came to realize that these strings of light are some things that connect myself to Sangjinim and the great spirit of emptiness. So I have something to tell our viewers about the ritual for receiving the strings of light. The original form of the ritual was to receive the string of spirit from Sangjinim and to receive the string of soul from the Holy Spirit of great emptiness. So, however, for convenience of participation in the ritual and for our viewers' easier understanding, we've simplified the ritual. So please understand this. Ms. Park, you've been practicing daily meditation for many years, right? Yes, since I began to work at the headquarters 24 years ago, I made a promise to myself that I keep practicing meditation at least for an hour every day. So I did cultivation without stopping, and in 2018, I kind of realized that my meditation practice wasn't enough in terms of length of time. So from then on, I sometimes did intensive meditation like for 8 or 10 hours straight in a single day. And these days, I cultivate for about 3 to 4 hours in average in a single day. So for how many days has it been? As of today, it's been 695 days. I'm really impressed. What she's been doing is not easy. We all know that, especially when she has her own job. So meditation, most of all, helps us accumulate the essence in our lower dungeon. The essence is the source of all of our physical and mental activities, and it facilitates proper functions of the organs in our body. Scarcity in the essence may result in infirmities and aging. Especially at this time of COVID pandemic, it's more important than ever to strengthen our immunities and safeguard our health. Indeed, I want to say that it's the time we practice meditation for survival. Cultivation through meditation is a necessity, not a choice. I learned that the importance of time management. I learned the importance of time management from your stories, Ms. Park and Mr. Jung. So now let us talk about how you use the rod of light in your practice, especially when you unclog the blockages in your energy vessels. In fact, I didn't know much about the using of the rod of light. So I just tried several different ways in finding the best way for me. And then one day, I could see the rod of light with my spiritual eye. So through various experiences from my meditation, I realized that the rod of light was capable of transformation. It was capable of transforming itself to fit in a certain way of healing. So it could expand or shrink, just like a wand of magic. It was when I had practiced using the rod of light for quite a long time. Suddenly I could see my penetrating vessel at the core of my body. And also I could see some blockages in the governing and conception vessels. There was some impurities and blockages in the penetrating vessel. So I used the rod of light to cleanse them away. So I tried to remove those blockages as if I were mopping and sweeping my own house for cleaning. I always cleanse my meridian vessels before getting into mantra chanting, and that really helps my cultivation improve. Practitioner Jang just said that he unclogged his energy vessels as if he was trying to clean his own house. So, as you might guess, most people in our times, and their energy vessels are clogged, and it takes much time and much effort to cleanse those vessels. What's important is to keep practicing every day with the rod of light for the cleansing of your energy vessels. So please tell us now about your healing experiences. Sure. Let me first tell you about an eye disease and its healing. I suffered from an unknown eye disease since I was 15. It made my eyes so red and itch, which was hard to resist. So I went to pharmacies and hospitals for treatment, but it was useless. So I suffered from the disease for about 10 years. Then I grew up and became a practitioner of Jeung San Do and started regular meditation, from when the eye disease naturally recovered and I nearly forgot about the problem. But in my 50s, it relapsed and I ended up frequently visiting the hospitals and pharmacies again. So after receiving the rituals, after receiving the strings of light at the ritual, I thought I should treat my eyes with a rod of light. So when I looked into the iris and lens in my eyes with my spiritual eye, there were thorn-like pikes stuck inside my eyes, and I could also see some inflammation areas on optic nerves. So inflammation area appeared in red, yellow, and blue colors. So I focused on getting rid of those pikes and the inflammations on the nerves using the rod of light. Now my eye condition improved a lot, and my dry eye syndrome disappeared as well. I got really surprised at the healing of the rod of light. Secondly, I was also suffering from hemorrhoids in my rectum. It really made me feel inconvenient, uncomfortable in daily lives. I thought I should remove those hemorrhoids by making the rod of light in the shape of a scissor and cutting them off. So it was a sudden awakening, and at a sudden moment during my meditation, it just came across my mind that I should cut off these hemorrhoids by using the rod of light. In this time, I should change the rod of light into the scissor. So 2 days later, it got better and the pain was gone. So you had such a wonderful healing experience. It's unbelievable that you cured the hemorrhoid by making a scissor from the rod of light. In my case, I usually twist the two strings of light like the double helix of DNA to make a rod of light and cleanse the penetrating vessel. One day I felt something black clogged above my navel. So I moved the rod of light up and down along the penetrating vessel several times, and I felt the blockage was gone a little bit. Especially I had pain in the soles of my feet because of plantar fasciitis. I inserted the rod of light into the pain area and also concentrated on cleansing the conception and governing vessels. Now the inflammation seemed to have almost disappeared. I also had Meniere's disease. I had a sore neck, and I used to feel so dizzy if I slept less than 5 hours a day. However, the lump in my neck has become very small, and I hardly felt the dizziness since I started the Samsin Meditation. And after the Chuseok holiday this year, I developed lymphadenopathy because of tiredness. When the symptom develops, it usually lasts for more than a week. However, when I put the rod of light in my ear and neck and meditated, the symptoms disappeared. The meditation for achieving immortality of the later heaven makes our body healthy. We have so many testimonials of healing regarding this practice of meditation. Sometimes they experience healing helped by the spirits, and sometimes experience healing through cleansing their energy vessels, which improves the qi and blood circulation. If you have any spiritual experience regarding forming the elixir in the lower dungeon, please share with us. Yes, actually, it's been a long time since I practiced the strengthening of my lower dungeon. At first, my lower abdomen was filled with blue and transparent water, And then, as the meditation progressed, I saw a waterfall rushing down inside my body.
너무나 힘차게. 그래서 또 자신감을 가지고 어느 날은 이제 또 며칠 지나서 또 계속 하게 된 거예요. 이렇게.
One day I saw a vision where a blue ocean appeared
바다가 보였는데
around the essence orb in my lower dungeon, in my lower abdomen, and 3 whales were swimming in there in the ocean. So this kind of experience made me more like the meditation. On another occasion, I saw a mass of energy that looked like a full moon. This mass of energy gradually went up along my penetrating vessel. And there was also a mass of red-colored energy in the upper dungeon that looked like the sun. So this red-colored mass of energy started to come down through my penetrating vessel. So this sun-shaped cluster of energy went down along my penetrating vessel. Then the 2 masses of energy that resembled the sun and moon, respectively, they circulated along the penetrating vessel for about a few minutes. It was marvelous. And a few days later, I finally could see a bird nest in my lower dungeon and an egg placed inside it. I concentrated on the mantra chanting, imagining that I was putting the energy toward the egg inside the nest in my lower dungeon. So then the egg cracked open and a red flower bloomed out of the egg. The flower's bloom felt like a warm smile of a young girl. Your experience sounds so marvelous. So I believe any of our viewers can do this kind of spiritual experience. I hope you stay tuned to Sangsaeng Gaebyeok News and follow our 100-day meditation program. How about you, Miss Park? So whenever I practice meditation, I imagined that I was putting energy into my lower dungeon. It wasn't easy at first. I had difficult times concentrating on my meditation. However, as my meditation progressed, I started to feel the essence orb or the elixir in my lower dungeon. And sometimes I saw a vision of a bottle of water, a bowl of water, and a swimming pool, and myself swimming in there. Then I started to see the egg. At first, it was the image of an egg inside a cave, and there was light shining on the egg. One day I saw myself in a vision, and I was holding an egg in my hand. Golden and white light was covering the egg, just like tiny glowing gems embedded on the egg. Gradually, the light of the egg became brighter, and I felt that the eggshell getting hotter. Your stories sound so fascinating and vivid. But I'm afraid that we are through the allotted time. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Please join us again next time. Today, we listened to the stories from practitioner Park Jeong-yeon and Jang Won-mo. They assured that the most important thing in doing meditation is to keep practicing continuously and to make some spare time to do meditation. Only then your connection and concentration to the mantra chanting can be maintained. I recommend that you use the dynamic meditation music for deeper concentration while you are chanting the mantras. So I hope you please keep this in your mind. So now let us practice the dynamic meditation
정단 강화하는 수행을 우리가 도궁음악에 맞춰갖고
according to the 시천주주 and 태어주 mantra
펴갖고요. 하단에 향해서
chanting
중간에
sound.
넣는다는
So imagine that you are putting the energy of the mantras into your lower dungeon, forming the essence of orb in the dungeon.
지기금지원의대강 시천주 조화정 명세불망만사지 지기금지원의대강 시천주 조화정 명세불망만사지 지기금지원의대강 시천주 조화정 명세불망만사지 지기금지원의대강 시천주 조화정 훔치 태울 천상원군 훔리지야 훔리함리사파 훔치 태울 천상